We're doing that again.
We'll figure it out. Oh,
Whoops. Just started.
alright.
The story of the jade bracelet. When I was about your age, my father became very ill. He knew that he was dying, and one day he called me over to his bed and gave me his jade bracelet. It had been his mother's and his grandmother's before that, and he had been keeping it for me. But now it was mine. It's part of your wedding dowry, he said to me, for when you get married some day. It's very, very valuable, so make sure you take good care of it. And soon afterward he died, and I began to wear the bracelet all the time. It was too big for me, and it was much too fine to wear every day, but I couldn't help it. It reminded me of my father, and seeing the glossy green circle on my arm made me feel like he was still with me. But my mother would yell at me. "You're going to lose it," she said. "Put it away someplace safe." I didn't listen to her. Instead, I wore it all day and even to sleep, hiding it under my sleeve so that she wouldn't know. But she was right, because one day I did lose it. I wasn't sure how or when. What's you doing now? No, we're not doing this now? We're not doing this now? No? Sit back up here. Oh, rah, rah, rah. No? No? We're not doing that? No? No. Look. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. She did lose it. Well, I wasn't sure when or how, but when I realized it was gone, I felt as if my father died again. And I didn't say a word to my mother, who would have been horrified as well as angry, but just waited until nightfall to sneak out of the house to look for it. Had I lost it when I was feeding the chickens? Or working in the garden? Or horror of horrors, when I was getting water from the well? In the moonlight I searched on my hands and knees throughout the yard, tears streaming down my cheeks. As the moon began to swim in the sky, I started to despair, and I could not help my sniffling. "What's wrong with you?" a voice said. It was the chow boy, your brother, Chiming. He was sitting on the garden wall in the silver light of the moon. Yeah, look, looking at me as if I were a curious animal. I knew I wasn't supposed to talk to him because he was a chow boy, but I didn't care. My misery overwhelmed my pride and my anger. "I lost my bracelet," I almost wailed. "Well, can you stop crying about it?" he said, and motioned to the inn, where a loud howling echoed. "My baby sister's been crying and crying for hours, so I came out to get away from it." Yeah, that's where it goes. Good girl. It goes in a book like that, so that we don't lose our place, just like we're losing our place. Yeah? "I'll stop crying when I find my bracelet," I said to him. "Oh, oh, oh. Here you go." "Fine," he said, and he jumped off the wall, and he got down next to me and started to help me look. If that's the only way to get some peace here. So we crawled in the grass like two crickets. In the night. Neither of us said much, but even as we searched in silence, I was grateful he was there. I had always been told that the chow boy and his family were awful. Oh, is that your opinion? Oh, but that's a remote control. No. Oh, yeah. You know, you're going to be so embarrassed when you're like, "I wanted to hear the story, Mama. I want to hear the story. You never did anything." Are we done? Okay. Thank you very much.